Hello, I want to do something different and talk about and be open about something that I never talk too much about, and that would be none other than my early internet life. Or at the very least, my beginnings on YouTube. So let's begin. I made my very first YouTube channel on August 10, 2010, but prior to making my channel, YouTube became one of my sources of entertainment during the mid to late 2000s. Over there, I would watch gaming videos such as Mario, Sonic, Crash Bandicoot, and Spyro, and toy videos such as Littlest Pet Shop, and I could say these kinds of niches were my early inspirations regarding my internet life and first YouTube channel. Sometime around the summer of 2010, maybe between late July or early August, my sister and I would play on the Talking Tom app on the iPad, and we would make and record silly videos over there, which would eventually lead to discovering that we can also post our videos on YouTube through the app. My sister and I, alongside my dad, would post those videos through an account of his that wasn't used much and that I actually did discover months prior, and at that point, my dad would ask me, hey, instead of posting those videos on my account, do you want to make your own YouTube channel that you can post videos on? And just like that, on August 10, 2010, my very first channel was born. Enter Nintendog Lover 111. During that time and throughout the last few remaining months of 2010, I remember experimenting with making videos such as LPS and Nintendogs and the customization of my channel. And kids, let me tell you something. Back in my day, we can customize our YouTube channel that felt akin to customizing your profile on MySpace. We also had like this inbox system, if you will, where you can check your notifications regarding not just comments, but also receiving personal messages, which are essentially like receiving DMs from other creators, friend requests, and videos that are shared with you. I'll never forget how fun the inbox system was when sending messages to my YouTube friends and some of the channels that I liked. So in terms of the content that I was creating during late 2010, I do recall my LPS videos having a bit of a strong suit, but I would later remove them by the end of the year, which would eventually lead to making content that would make it feel like I was definitely living up to my username. Now, in the midst of the LPS videos, my very first Nintendog video was where I was taking my yellow Labrador, Daisy, for a walk, and my second video being a Christmas video of Daisy and a black Labrador named Jackie with Feliz Navidad playing in the background. But in February 2011, one video would change everything regarding the output that I would eventually create for Nintendogs. A video where I would play with Daisy, a yellow dachshund named Rachel, and another dog I unfortunately can't remember the name or breed, by throwing a weird alien doll. It was a video that was simple and to the point, but it would become a video that motivated me to make more Nintendog videos and even got me a new friend in the Nintendogs community, if you will. Now, I think most of us have played Nintendogs during our childhood at some point, but around the time I was starting out my YouTube channel, I don't think Nintendogs was talked about a lot, nor have I thought about like a community for it having like a massive following. And want to know what else happened in 2011? The release of the Nintendo 3DS and Nintendogs plus Cats, which I'll get into later. So every Friday after school, I would post a new Nintendog video where I just do random shenanigans with my dogs, but at the end of the day, what's most important is that I was having fun. At first, the thought about getting maybe 1,000 of subscribers, views, comments, and whatnot would be amazing, but at the same time, I was just having fun with making these kinds of videos, and all of this is just a fun hobby for me, really. And even if I did hit the thousands or millions, all that I wanted to do was to have fun. And in hindsight, I'm glad that it didn't happen back then. I was like making these videos at the ages of 9 and 10. I made the channel when I was 9 and I turned 10 later in October of 2010. And I can't imagine what kind of impact that would have on me as a kid. So I had this formula for my Nintendogs videos, but first, let's go over the cast. I have 3 Labradors, Daisy, Jackie, and Coffee, and 3 Dachshunds, Rachel, Smith, and Marco. These 6 are my main dogs, and I would get 2 different dogs as they serve as the guest stars of my videos, if you will. The formula every video would be Daisy, one of her siblings, and guest dog number 1, Daisy, another one of her siblings, and guest number 2, and Daisy with her 2 other siblings. I would donate the 2 other guest star dogs and get 2 new different breeds afterwards. And if you want to call me cruel for donating any of the guest star dogs and showing blatant favoritism towards Daisy, I can't blame you for that. Flash forward to autumn 2011, days before my 11th birthday, I got myself a 3DS, and then the following week and days after my birthday, I got Nintendogs plus cats. Prior to that though, I remember my friends in the Nintendogs community getting their hands on Nintendogs plus cats once the 3DS first came out, and I will admit I was a bit jealous and envious, but nonetheless, I think what's most important was that the Nintendogs community was coming together, and I'm just grateful for the friends that I made during that period of my internet life. So that October, I was shifting from making videos on the original Nintendogs, which I would call season 1 of my Nintendogs series, if you will, to making videos on Nintendogs plus cats. Daisy, Jackie, and Coffee were part of the returning cast, as the cat cast consists of Sally the Tabby, Tara the Siamese, and Lily the Persian. Also, yes, I pronounced Tara's name as Tara and not Tara. Spyro Year of the Dragon was my introduction to that name, and I thought it was a nice name. Little did I know that this character is actually Lara Croft's persona. I remember one of my Nintendog friends asking me about the way I pronounced that name. I just didn't have the guts to tell her that I got it from Spyro though. So the format for the Nintendogs plus cats videos, if my memory serves correctly, was to focus on one of the dogs or cats, one video of Daisy, one video of Jackie, one video of Coffee, one video of Sally, and the list and cycle continues. And just like season 1, I was having fun and doing random shenanigans with both of my dogs and cats. Flash forward to 2012, while in the midst of the Nintendog stuff, I would create a series where it centered one of my Nintendog plushies alongside a couple of stuffed animals that I owned called The Alley Show. So I actually own 2 Nintendog plushies, with the breeds being a boxer and a golden retriever. The series centers Allie, who's a boxer, just, well, having fun and doing random shenanigans with her friends. The first video of this series was Allie reading this peanut joke book that I got from like this giveaway that my elementary school library was doing, and I'm so glad that I got that book. I don't know where it is at the moment, nor do I know where are my Nintendog plushies. Allie aside, a few of the main cast consist of Marina, who's a seal and is like the hyper and rambunctious one, if you will, and also having like this high-pitched Pinkie Pie-esque voice. Don't think about asking me to do that voice. I don't even know if I could do it in recent years. Nikita, who's a bear and is shy and has like a deep voice, but would continue to open herself up as the series progresses, and Goldie, who's the Nintendo Golden Retriever plushie that I mentioned earlier, and the only character trait that I can remember at this point is that she had a bit of a pitchy voice like Marina. So if anything, The Alley Show was another hit on my channel that doesn't involve Nintendogs or Nintendogs plus cats. So something that I forgot to mention earlier before I continue is that I would record my videos in less than 2 minutes and do it in one take. It wouldn't be until like late 2011 I got around experimenting with iMovie and I got to learn how to edit videos more, but still I think the majority of the videos on my old channel was having them be less than 2 minutes and shot in one take. As I was wrapping up season 2 of my Nintendog videos, which is for Nintendogs plus cats, I returned to the original Nintendogs for season 3 for the entirety of 2013, and the video formula was the same as season 1. I'd say the same thing when I did season 4 for Nintendogs plus cats during 2014, but when it came to 2013/2014 in terms of the YouTube stuff, I feel like it was the moment where it got a bit downhill as I was dabbling into other interests and I didn't have the spark for Nintendogs like I used to. That, and I remember my subscriber count going through a small decline, and Google Plus became a thing to where it made commenting difficult, and if you want to comment under a video or someone's channel, you have to comment with Google Plus attached to your YouTube account, if you will. Even though I made a few videos during that 2013-2014 period, I did have moments where I would step back from YouTube once in a while as I was dabbling with other interests and fandoms, and I was drawing and making wallpapers on DeviantArt. And then 2015 arrives, and that's where I put Nintendog Lover 111 to rest and privated all of my videos over there. So what happened? Why did I decide to abandon Nintendog Lover 111? Well, I've mentioned earlier that I was going on to other online ventures and my interests and hobbies were changing over time. I also felt like I had no creative and artistic control as years went on over that channel. So I felt that if I were to leave from that channel and move to a new one, I can have more creative control with the videos that I want to make. I wanted to edit my videos. I wanted to make AMVs or video edits. I wanted to make longer videos, you name it. I even remember around 2014, I resented the idea of being the Nintendogs girl and having to be limited and exclusive to doing one thing and not put out any variety. I've acknowledged that I wasn't the same person that I was at 9, 10, 11, and 12 years old at that point, and for me to dabble onto other interests, hobbies, and fandoms such as My Little Pony, Sonic, Mario, Disney, Rio, and Ice Age, just to name a few, I wanted to be taken seriously and having a niche for variety. And even though I have my fair share of memories with the videos that I made on my old channel, as they helped me gain a solid experience with making videos, I had to move on from that period of making Nintendog videos in my internet life, since I don't think they serve as a nice representation of me. I remember talking to one of my friends regarding Nintendogs and even told them that I no longer want to do anything with it and I wasn't that person anymore. I know we fought over it for a bit, but looking back at it, I do regret the way I went about it, and maybe I could have approached them in a better manner. But my point still stands. I wasn't into Nintendogs like I used to. And I believe the Nintendogs community was left to dust, if you will, years after the release of Nintendogs plus Cats in 2011, and I wasn't in touch with any of my old friends afterwards. And I do hope wherever they are right now that they're happy and even doing other things in their lives. I doubt that I'll get to meet up with them again, but hey, you know, I do wish them the best. And who knows if Nintendo actually announces a new Nintendogs game for the Switch 2. I think that would be dope, but at the same time, I don't plan on getting it. So, as you guys can see here, this is the first time in years of feeding, bathing, and brushing my pets. I actually used to do this kind of routine day and night, 24/7 back in the day, until I stopped playing these games for good during the mid-2010s. It feels a bit nice to revisit them, as they do hold nostalgic value. And while I can't thank Nintendog Lover 111 for giving me a head start regarding my internet life, I'm just glad that I was able to flourish with my other hobbies and interests as years went on. But until then, that's another video for another time. Overall, the purpose of this video is to talk about my cringy past that I had during my internet life, and hopefully this can start a conversation and being open about what was your early life like on the internet and as a content creator. If you feel comfortable and confident in sharing your stories about your early internet history, whether it's Nintendogs or not, feel welcome to share in the comments below. It honestly amazes me that I started out on YouTube and branched onto other social media platforms. To say that the internet had such an evolution over the years would be an understatement. With that being said, thank you so much for watching this video. This is just one of the couple of pieces for Project 81025, so I do hope you look forward to more of the project later this year. If you like this video, feel welcome to hit the like button. If you aren't subscribed to the channel yet, feel welcome to subscribe if you want to. Don't forget to check out my other social media platforms in the description below, and feel welcome to share this video. That's the end of the video. Thanks again for watching. Be sure to drink some water, stay safe, be kind to each other, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Goodbye for now.